Hello, and welcome to Looky Looky Loo. I'm Candace, and I'm here today with my end of the month project review. And so I just gonna go over what I've accomplished this month, which at first I didn't think it was going to be too much. Now I've just noticed that my camera is upside down, and on my last video that I tried to make, and so my computer crashed, and I don't know how long y'all been looking at things upside down, but my son did fix it, so now you can see things upside right. So this is my practice stitch sheet, and this is all I've done. I'm sad to say. I kind of got frustrated. I had to put my stitching aside for a little bit, which is normal, I think. And so there. I got me a couple of extra practice sheets cut, and I got a couple of pages cut, so they're ready to go. And this is my first sheet that I haven't done anything to since last time you've seen it. Like I said, I got frustrated, I had to put it aside. This page was really hard. I was learning stitches and trying really hard, and it kind of, I got tired of it. So I'm going to come back to it later and finish decorating when I'm not so tired of it. I'm like, phew, okay. So that may be what I have to do on a few projects, and that's okay. As I remember, my grandma used to do that. And I hear other YouTubers talk about unfinished projects. So I think that's pretty normal. Maybe for different reasons, but pretty normal. I do have plans for this. I'm going to go around all my flowers with thread. And I'm going to put a couple of leaves in here. I don't know why. I just think green leaves would look good there. And I don't know what I'm putting there, but something. I'm going to put something there. I'm going to put a couple of stars on my blue. I don't know why. I just think a couple stars would look good there. So that is the plan. If I can remember it later, that's what I'm going to do. And this is my second page. Okay, you can see it. And it's done unless I decide later that I want to do something else. But it's just a simple page. And it's a little dark, but I think it turned out good for it. And it kind of looks like what I wanted it to look like. Okay, so that is my first and my second page. And my third page is my Ruffly page. There we go. Ruffles everywhere. And Ruffles gave me a really hard time, guys. And but I finally got it and figured out, some material just is not going to make a ruffle, and it's not my fault. But my ruffles ain't perfect. They're a little, I think I strung them a little loose or something, because they want to twist when I don't want them to twist. But these are my first ruffles, and the fact that I got any at all to come out right is just awesome. Because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that actually kind of look very nice like ruffles. I think I got them a little loose though. But that's fine for my first projects. I'm doing real good. So see, like you can see the string, and I think on a ruffle you're not supposed to see it. So I probably didn't scrunch it up quite tight enough. But that's okay. I can know that later. For my next page should be much better if I ever do one. Okay, so this is page number 3, and this is page number 4, and I'm real happy with this page. It's all completely 100% finished, and it may be my first 100% good and completed page. While this one is 100% finished, I know I could use improvement on my ruffles, but these are just fine. Not criticizing at all. But I am very happy with how this page turned out. And it's all decorated. And I like the buttons. And my commenters helped me out with making decisions. And I really appreciate that. and it turned out very well. So it's kind of like a little online collaboration with my viewers, and I really enjoyed that. I really did. So I appreciate that. Okay, so that's it. There's nothing on the back, and those are my little stitch projects, and that's as far as I've gotten so far. And sometimes I feel like I should have gotten further, but learning these stitches takes a while, and so I'm not feeling bad about my little bit of progress here at all. I think I've done good, and I went through some frustration and aggravations and disappointments, but I persevered and I made it. So yeah, go me. I'm very happy with that. Uh, so I have been playing with my paints and so on, and I did make some videos of my watercolors, but I didn't. And I did make videos of my acrylics when I was first got them. I was playing with them, but I didn't upload them. I don't know why I didn't upload them, but I didn't upload a single one. So I did play with my acrylics. Okay, let's see where we are here. Okay, there we go. Okay, these. Let's put these in the back. Okay. Alright, so my son, once he seen me playing with paints, told me to do a Bob Ross painting. And I told him I was not artistic like that. And I didn't have the right kind of paints. But he mentioned it like twice and told me to make him told me to make a Bob Ross. I think that's a thing on YouTube where people are trying Bob Ross paintings. So I tried one. And this is the little painting that I made for my son. And this ain't a tracing, y'all. I actually made this blobby mess. And it may be the only painting Bob Ross ever done that wasn't covered in mountains. I don't know how that happened to be the one I picked, but it was. And so, first time ever, and it ain't too awful terrible. It ain't great, but it. You can tell there's mountains, water, and sky. So I'm good. Anyway, I made this for my son, and he was real happy with it. So I'm real happy with it. And this was just me doodling around when I first got my watercolors. Y'all might have seen me. And I accidentally got a water puddle and something that looks like land and a little bush. So we're going to pretend this is sun, and this is like, the what do you call it, the sunset or the sunrise or whatever you want to call it. We're pretending, y'all. Pretend. Stretch your imagination. But anyway, I might put this one up because I did accidentally get some land and some water. The only thing I did on purpose was to put in this little bit of white. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good because I'm not an artist, y'all. I don't paint, I don't draw, I don't do anything. But yeah, I think I might keep this one and hang it up. This is acrylics, and it's kind of all smeary, and I kind of like it. And I'm going to use these hopefully for colors pages on an ATC card, and I'll just cut them out and see if I can think of something to put on top of it. Maybe I'll get some people to trade with me and just send them this cutout and see what they can come up with for my wayward backgrounds here. Because I was just playing with my paints, seeing what the colors were and how they would look on the paper and what would they do if I mixed a few. So, I mean, this wasn't intended for anything when I made it, but I think it's going to make reasonably colorful backgrounds on ATC cards. Or maybe the belly band or pocket or something. I'm not into paper crafting yet, but I am, thinking in that general direction. So, and I did already ask some people, and they said, yeah, that would be okay for uh, ATC cards. And so I thank all my commenters for yeah, saying, yeah, the amateur stuff is fine, okay. In fact, they went further than that and said, you know, my stuff was pretty. And so I thought, well, okay, thank you. So I don't want to give anybody amateurish work or you know, something like, oh, Lord. But you know what I mean. And I'm just not sure what's good and what ain't good. But to my eye, it looks okay for backgrounds. And so this also is a watercolor. And as you can see, it's just all different colors. And I think if I got the cut just right, you know, it would make an interesting background. Okay, this is my water can. And I did make some videos on this, but this is a finished project. Now, I did use my nail polish as paint, as I didn't have no paint at this time. But I just don't like how that worked as paint. Uh, but I do like the picture, and I think it came out okay. Alright, this is a practice sheet. I was just dabbing around with my little brush, trying to make some little clouds, and maybe little skies back there. And I know it's terrible as clouds and stuff, but again, I started thinking, well, for a background on the ATC, it would be very good in different spots, you know. So I did cut me some little wax paper ATC size sheets so I could just lay them around and see what that might look like on an ATC card. And so I'm really happy with it because I can find a use for it even though it was just me dabbing around, doodling around, being silly. I'm not artistic, y'all. And that makes me self-conscious about everything. Because, you know, like I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't do any of that stuff. So, you know, kindergarten, that's my experience, kindergarten. But I'm real happy that I have a use for it. And I did ask if this was acceptable, and the ladies said yes. So thank you, ladies. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now on this one, uh, I said this was watercolor, but this is acrylic. This is the apple barrel paints. This ain't watercolor. But anyway, again, I was just practicing, seeing what I can do with the brushes, and I did watch a couple of videos, and they were just putting the brush down and picking it up, or making C's, and so I gave it a try, and this is it. I do like this part, and I think that came out nice. I hate to say it, but yeah, I accidentally got a very nice little viney garden there, and so I'm very happy with that. And also, we'll make ATCs, and I asked people just to be sure. So these are sketches that I made before I got my sketch pencils, and so these are just with number 2 pencils, and then I draw out. I use these for my glitter glues, and that's my big butterfly. I know it's light, y'all, but maybe you can see it. It's a big old butterfly, and I only got a few colors of glitter glue. The last time that I went, they only had, you know, the regular colors: red, blue, green, gold, silver, and so I wanted to try to get a few extra colors. I do have pink and copper, but I do want to get a few extra colors. So I got a few extra pictures waiting to be glitter glued. And I really do like this one. He has a cute little snail and the little rainy mushrooms. He's like heading for shelter here. And it's raining. And I think I did a very good job in tracing this out. And I think that'll make a nice picture. Well, that's my time, y'all. But we're going to go a little extra. in case anybody's interested, because this is just a project review. Okay, so I drew this one, and y'all might have seen this one already. I don't know. No, you have not seen this one. And I think it come out nice too. As the light shining so you can't see. Nice big flowers that I think will color up real well. Again, just my number 2 pencil. This was before I got my uh, sketching pencils. And this is another flower one, which I think come out real good. All except for this flower. He's missing a petal, but I think that's on purpose. I think that's on purpose. It's really light, but maybe you could see it. Yeah, there, get it, kind of look at it. There we go. I think my sketch pencils are going to help. Because this is one that I did do with my sketch pencil. Here, just on a piece of wax paper. And it came out really nice and dark. So that I can see everything. And this wax paper I just happened to had bought before because I'd seen somebody else have wax paper. I didn't know what they did with their wax paper, but they used it and parchment paper in their craft room. So I thought, well, I'm getting me some, even though I couldn't remember why. So that's gonna keep going. So nothing I could do, but I think that come out real good. Okay, and this is a little drawing I done with just my number 2 pencil, and I might could darken it up. Can y'all see? Can't do that. This is kind of an important one because I made this one not from my glitter glues, but I had a memory, y'all. I had a long-term memory show up of a woman who I used to watch probably a year or 2 ago, and she had graph paper, and she had her design on her graph paper, and then she just pinned that graph paper to her material and then sewed it up. And after I remembered it, I thought, well, yeah, that's a great idea. So I found this little picture and I traced it out. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to center it on a piece of material and then just stitch it up. And I think that might work real well. It looks like I forgot some little circles, but that's okay. Little circles are easy to put in. And so if you can see it, I think that will make a very nice picture on a piece of material. And so this will be my first one and my first practice one. So we'll see how that goes once I get started with it. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I got done this month. No, it ain't. Oh, I got my little butterfly. There's my little butterfly. He's got some glitter on him. I don't know if you can see the glitter. You've seen all my butterflies. But these were a little plain. And so I did put some glitter on him and give him a little sparkle. And I like him real well. I think he's going to do real good. He had a brother, but somehow the brother got lost. So I don't know. But he's sitting right there waiting to go on a project. So is that all I got? Oh, ta-da. I've been thinking about making the ATC card, and I've made 3 little backgrounds, but I'm having trouble not getting paint on the back of the card, so yeah, there's that. So I've got 2 people who said that they would trade with me, so I'm trying to get some done. So I got these 3 cards finished, well, being prepared. But I did finish my very first ATC card, y'all, and if y'all watch my Thinking About ATC videos, I did do nothing that I was thinking about doing. This little card took on a life of its own and became what it wanted to be. So there she is, my very first one. And think that it came out pretty nice. So this little heart says hope, and it's kind of a green, y'all. And I put on these little flat backs, little, they're kind of iridescent green too, that I think matched real well. And there's some green in my material that I got on here. And this is just a little piece of flower material, and this is a little piece of blue material that I thought, well, with a stretch of imagination, could be cloudy, and a lace flower. And I think it came out extra good for, my very first one. And it was nothing about what I was thinking about. And it was so much fun to make. It a very small project, and it got done quick. So I got immediate gratification. Some of these longer projects that take so long, you think you have to wait to be finished to be happy. Oh, good, it's done. But these quick little projects, like this card, was fun and satisfying, and it just kind of came together all on its own. So I couldn't pre-plan it. I tried to pre-plan it, but that did not work. So I may just wing a few more and see what I can come up with. So that's it, y'all. That's my projects for July, and I hope you enjoyed seeing what I've done, and come back for another video. And so I thank you very much for coming and visiting with me. And as always, do as the Lord leads you to do. And I will see you on my next video. Okay, bye-bye now.